Hello everyone, it's Mislav from Dual Core Studio, and today I'll explain basics of tiling. So first what we need to do is make base for tiles, or should I say canvas. I chose 16 by 16 pixels of width and height, and I chose 25 tiles in total. So each tile over here is 16 pixels wide and 16 pixels tall. So I got a request to do backgrounds for pyramid interior, since actually we're doing game 2D platformer game in pyramid, so it goes hand to hand. And it was about blocks, or should I say like stone background or block backgrounds. So I'm gonna do just that. First you need to pick your color for your blocks, and you can approach this in two ways. First one is you fill the background, and then from there you just draw in where the blocks will be. Okay. And the other way is actually quite the opposite. You would first do the outlines for the blocks, and I'm doing this in a different way than I would usually, but I'm gonna do this so it can be applicable to more advanced stuff later on. So like I said, first paint in the outlines, and then just fill in colors of your blocks. Okay, so once you have that, next step is putting your lights and shadows on your blocks, because like this it just looks too flat. It doesn't have volume, it doesn't look like like 3D, should I say. So let's work on that. When you're in pixelated, you have these little helpers, should I say, in color picker, where it automatically chooses your lights and shadows. I will go in future tutorials how to choose your own if you don't have pixelated, but for now let's use it, since tiling is actually a theme for this video. So first you need to do is decide where the light will be coming from. I chose top right corner, so the light should be over here, and it hits our blocks like this. So from the top right goes to the bottom left, and that means each of our blocks you can paint, or should I say draw, lights on top right corner of each block. So this is top side, this is right side, and you just paint them in. Okay, once you have that, next step is bringing your shadows in, and you just do quite the opposite what you did for lights. Since light is coming from top right, you just put shadows in left and bottom part of each block. So it should look like this. Okay, I left this one on this part on purpose. Why? Because you need to understand the blocks and everything else. How would it look in 3D, and where would the lights hit? So depending on style, I could leave it like this, but I'm just gonna use it like this. So yeah, what would the next step be? Well, if I take this style and duplicate it as a background, look what happens. You have these double pixels between each tile. So this seems are actually ugly and it makes your work look amateur. So let's work on that. How you can avoid this, and you can do this trick with backgrounds like a grass or dirt or simple stones. But let me show you what will happen. So what you need to do is chop your tile 2 times in halves. So once horizontally like this and once vertically. So like this. And what you will have are 4 quarters or 4 pieces. And what you do is you flip the corners around. So this block will go over here and this one will go over here. So top left goes in the bottom right corner and top right corner goes into bottom left corner. So let's do that. Now pixelate isn't quite perfect since you can see these little bugs with selection tool, but otherwise you really have everything you need. Okay, so once you did this, that double seam that you actually saw everywhere else, it's still here if you duplicate it, but this time it's in the middle. And what you can do is extend your blocks to cover these double pixels. And let's do that. Okay, now when you duplicate this tile, look what happens. You don't have those double seams anymore. See? It looks way better, so you should always use this little trick when you can. Okay, that's it for basic tiling. I will explain advanced stuff, advanced tiling for like RPG games and how those stuff work, but in future video. So if there's any questions you want me to answer, or there's something you would like me to draw, please leave it down in the comments. If you have any requests for future videos, also leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next video, see you later.